The Expahit Show. Hello, let me introduce myself. I'm Carmen, and I'm here to talk about expansion and heat transfer. Knowing this is very important because it helps us design safe and efficient structures, machines, and other things like devices. It is crucial in constructions, for example, in bridges, electronics to prevent overheating, cooking, car engines, and even safety. So let's start. Heat transfer happens to us all the time, every day. It always moves from hot objects to colder ones, and this impacts more in some materials than in others. And there are three ways of heat transfer in our environment. We have conduction, convection, and radiation. So, conduction is the transfer of heat between substances directly contracting each other. And the better the conductor is, the more rapidly heat will transfer. So, we have two types: good conductors and poor conductors. Good conductors include copper, iron, silver, and steel. Poor conductors include wood, paper, styrofoam, and air. So, convection is the up and down movement of gases and liquids caused by heat transfer. As a gas or a liquid is heated, it warms, expands, and rises because of density. When the gas or liquid cools, it becomes denser and falls. Warming and rising and cooling and falling creates a convection current. This is a primary way heat moves through gases and liquids. Talking about samples, we should include the warmer water on a pool surface floating in a hotter balloon and that cool evening breeze blowing through the lower floor of our houses or our apartments. Finally, let's talk about radiation, and this is defined as electromagnetic waves traveling through space. Okay, when electromagnetic waves come in contact with an object, the waves transfer the heat to that object. It's heat traveling in the form of visible and non-visible light. So, some examples of radiation could be when you're standing next to a campfire and you feel like warm, when you are reheating a slice of pizza in the microwave, and turning on a light. So now we will talk about greenhouse effect. There is a comfortable place for living thing. It have the right temperature for plants, animals, and humans. And why the earth is so special? So this is because the greenhouse effect. So a greenhouse is a building with glass walls and a glass roof. The clear glass allows sunlight to shine into the greenhouse while also trapping the sun heat inside. This is how a greenhouse keeps plants warm even at night and even in the winter. So the greenhouse effect keeps Earth warm kinda the same way. Obviously, it is not surrounded by glass, but it is surrounded by a jacket of gases called the atmosphere. In the daytime, the sun shines through the atmosphere, warming Earth's surface. After the sun goes down, Earth's surface cools. This releases heat back into the air, but some of that heat is trapped by the gases in the atmosphere. These heat trapping gases are called greenhouse gases. So we have some examples: the carbon dioxide, methane, and water vapor. Air need a balance of greenhouse gases to maintain just the right temperature for the living things. But some humans' activity are changing Earth's natural greenhouses effect. For example, burning fossil fuels like coal and oil, this releases more carbon dioxide into our atmosphere. These extra greenhouse gases can cause the atmosphere to trap more and heat, leading to a warmer Earth. The NASA satellites are constantly measuring the gases in our atmosphere from space, and they observe increasing amount in greenhouses gases. Because of these satellites, we can understand the climate and this very special greenhouse that we call home. So, finally, let's have a little review and some fun facts. So we have that heat transfer. So heat transfer is practically the movement of heat from one place or object to another. And we have three main types: conduction, heat more through solids. An example is a metal spoon getting hot in a cup of tea. Convection, heat moves through liquid or gases. Example: boiling water and hot water rises, cold water sinks. And radiation, that is, heat travels through waves. And an example will be feeling the sun warmth on our skin. And greenhouse effect is the process that keeps Earth warm enough to support life. It matters because without it, Earth would be too cold. But too many greenhouses, obviously from pollution like cars, factories, can cause global warming, making Earth too hot. And that's something that we are experiencing. Okay, so thank you very much. I hope you understand and have a nice day. Bye.